bank on it. You can put 100 grand on it. Anything I said, I stamp on it. In a private plane, I lamp on it.
Hey guys, how are you doing? My name is Maziwa Khatsoteti. Welcome to Sit Down Video. This video has been long overdue. This video is all about the video that it's a follow-up. It's a follow-up of a video that I did on our curtains and the painting of the house. Like I said in one of the vlogs that I am going to do a sit down video every after each project so that I can update you guys and sort of recap and review the people that we used and recommend them if I am recommending them, and give you their contact details. So yeah, this video, it's going to be all those things that you guys need to know that some of you did ask in the comment section. But I hope you guys are well. I hope you are all well, because for me it's been a lot. It's been a lot. But I think this video is not for that. I will update you guys on one of the vlogs that I do on what has been going on, hence the delay in this video. I know that I haven't been posting in a while, but like I said, it's been a lot. There's been a lot going on, so hence we are here seated today doing this video, and let's get into it. So guys, so when we bought this house, some of you might have seen a video. If you have not seen, please go and watch the video that I did on we bought a house, and I did a tour of the house. So when we bought the house, it needed painting. It needed a lot of things, but amongst those things, it was painting and also curtains. So we did not buy curtains for the interim because I was very adamant that there's no point wasting money. I was very specific on the curtains that I wanted. So I didn't want to go and get curtains made just for time being while we are saving up. So we just hanged the curtains that we had from our previous house, and some I got from my mother, and just hang them, like it was a mess. Yeah, so the painting had to be done, the curtains had to be done, and obviously that required a lot of money. And with painting, I'm gonna start with painting. If you guys know, the painting of this house would require a lot of money because the square meters of the yard is huge. So as a result, the bigger the house, the bigger the square meters, the more the square meters, the more money you're going to spend. That is the reality of it all. So we had to be prepared. So we saved up and we managed to save up money. And obviously, after saving up the money, we have to then look for quotes. One thing I can tell you, do not rush. Get as many quotations as possible, because you need to be within your budget. And sometimes, I think get quotes, guys, even if you do have budget, because sometimes you find that you'll get suppliers that can actually give you the same service and with less money. So you get to at least save some of the money that you had budgeted, and you can use it for another project. So for me, I would say shop around, get as much quotes as possible. So with painting, we had a supplier that I love so much, that I want to use in I think the kitchen renovation. I still want to use them, but for this specific project, it was a lot for us, what they quoted us. They quoted us. It's a reliable supplier. I've got my notes here because I don't want to be all over the place. It's a reliable supplier. It's a contractor, actually. So, with contractors, they have different suppliers that work under them, or subcontractors that work under them. So with this one, I'm assuming that because that's how contractors work, he had people for painting, for plumbing, for carpentry, everything. So he just gets them, which makes it easier. So it depends on what you want, because sometimes it's easier, it's convenient. You are dealing with one person, you don't need to be going around looking for different suppliers for different things. So it's easier, but obviously convenience means you have to pay more money. So the guy came, they quoted us because we wanted to do the roof. The roof, we wanted to do what we call rubberizing, because at first we wanted to do the spray paint, and he advised that no, do rubberizing because spray paint eventually fades off. So do rubberizing, and rubberizing does waterproof. So it's paint, but also it assists with waterproofing your roof. So that's what we opted for. We opted for rubberizing. So yeah, so it was rubberizing for the whole roof. And guys, our roof is high pitched. When I say high pitched, I mean high pitched. It's like this, né? And it's long, it's quite long. So I can imagine like the amount. The amount will also be very long. Eh? It's going to be long, yeah, or higher, but long. You get what I mean? It's going to be long because of the roof. So he charged us 36,400 rands for the roof only. And labor, it was 30,000 rands. So in total, he charged us 66,400 rands, which is a lot of money. Now, until amount to Iakobo 60, I 100,000 for me. So I rounded off to say 100,000. I know it's extreme, but for me, it's 100,000. So that's the amount that he charged us. He charged us 66,400 rands. And I'm not going to mention the supplier because we did not use them. Like I said, I'll only mention suppliers that we have used them and I'm happy with the service, and then I can recommend them so that you guys don't complain that I give you people that are not they're not doing a good job, people that are not reliable. And then this one that we used. The story of this one, guys, is quite interesting. So what happened is, so I for suppliers, I look for them on Facebook, I look for them on Instagram, on TikTok. That social media, guys, it helps quite a lot. Because Google, people don't really I don't know, but on Google you find like your prominent people and or suppliers. With these ones, people market their businesses mostly on social media. With Google, it's when they have a website. So most suppliers don't really focus on websites anymore, because I think a lot of customers or consumers, they consume a lot of social media content. Therefore it is easy. And with social media, what is nice is that once you start searching for a particular thing, then because of the algorithm, it will forever show you the same content for whatever that you're searching for. So my social media platforms were always showing me content for roofing, for painting. That was the only thing that I was seeing. So that's how I found these suppliers. Specifically this one that I'm talking about. So this one, I found them on Facebook. So before I found the actual supplier that we used, what happened was that I found a supplier on Facebook, contacted them, and they said, okay, give me the measurement of your roof. I gave them the measurement of my roof. I gave them my home address. What this guy did, guys, what amazed me. So what he basically did was to punch the home address, my home address, and then from the home address, they could then get the house. And then after they find the house, then they are able to zoom into the house and get the square meters of the roof. So that's how they did it. And then he charged me. So I was not comfortable with that. So I said, okay, you are going to come, right, and give me a proper quotation after you have done the measurements. And then the guy was like, yes, I will send someone to do that. Then there was another supplier that I'm not going to talk about. I can't remember how much they charged us, but that supplier came as well. They did the measurements and then they sent us the quotation, but we did not go with that supplier. So coming back to this one that used Google Maps to measure our roof, they sent someone to come and measure. Then the guy came with 3 more guys that he's working with, he measured and he gave us the quotation. So while we were talking with this guy talks to my husband and he's like, the guy that has given you measurements, because he was like, how much did this guy charge you? So we give him the price. And he's like, I don't understand why this guy always does the measurements on Google Maps, because it's important for them to come on site and review the whole thing, assess the roof, if there are any leaks, because obviously with the measurement on the computer, you can't see if there are leaks, you just know the square meters of the roof. So they wanted to know if there are any leaks in the roof, if there's any waterproofing that needs to be done, whatever that needs to be fixed before they do the actual painting. So he was a bit annoyed with that why is he giving you a price before we come, because that's what I always tell him. And we're like, okay, hold up, Kanti, how do you guys really work? And then he starts confessing. He's like, no, this guy that we are working with that gave you the measurements, I've never met him before. This guy, I met him on Facebook. He approached me on Facebook and he saw the work that we do and he was like, can we partner? So basically the one that I was communicating with on WhatsApp is a guy that is behind his computer, and he gets people that WhatsApps him, and then he does the measurements on Google Maps, and then he would then send the actual contractor or people that do the actual work to come and do the measurements. And then once they agree on the price, then these people would come and work and they share the costs. So this guy was not happy with, I think, with a previous job that they did. It did not end well, because with any project, guys, you might agree on a specific amount, but as people are working, there are extra costs that come in between. So with these two, I think it happened. He was saying, no, there was a project that they were doing in Pretoria and they agreed on a certain amount of money. So I think the client was not happy with what they delivered and they did not get that amount that they had agreed on. So therefore, this one did not get, and this one, remember, was not interacting with the actual client. The guy behind the computer was interacting with the actual client. So this one did not get what he and his guys worked for, so there's a bit of some disagreements because of that. So as a result, I think that's why this guys came out and was like, this is what's happening, so we're like, okay, if that's the case, how much would you charge us if we take out the middleman? And he gave us a price. It's like, no, for your roofing, I would charge you 18,500 rands. So guys were like, what? If we look at the guy that was charging us 66,000, and with him, he was charging labor and then the roofing. So we were like, let's scrap this guy, the middleman, and the first contractor that I really love so much, and use this guy. And but also you need to question, why is it so cheap? Because at the end of the day, in as much as we want to save, we want quality. You don't want to go back 2 years down the line and you have to do the same thing again. So we asked him, why is it so cheap? And he was like, no, because I have I think a registration number of some sort, and I use that to get the painting from the actual producer. I don't know if that's the word, but where they make the paint. So where they make the paint, remember, we buy from the shops that we know, but the shops are actually buying from where they make the paint, and then they would then brand it to Plascon or Juram or whatever, and then send it to the shops that we buy from. So with this one, he was saying all these steps are removed. I go straight to where they make the paint. And Vela, the paint that he came with was in black buckets, guys. It was in black buckets. It was not, and he was saying it is Plascon. It is, because I remember the paint that they had recommended for outside, it was Dulux. We were specific that we want Dulux, and I was like, no, it is Dulux. Obviously, for I'm talking about for the body of the house, not the roofing. The roofing, it was rubberizing. I'm not sure if rubberizing has a brand like Dulux and Juram. I don't know, but for the roofing, they came with the rubberizing paint. And guys, but you saw for yourself. If you haven't seen, go back and watch that video before you listen to this one, because then you'll understand what I'm talking about. The roof was very old, and the quality of the paint that they used, it's proper. It is proper. So, and also, I think what calmed us down, it was that after we agreed on the prices, I went to Facebook to look for them, and they are existing. They do a lot of work. They do malls, like they do a lot of work. So these are proper people that would have like cables to climb on top of the roof, and they had proper equipment that is required for them to do what they had to do. So for me, that settled us a bit, because then we knew that at least we are dealing with someone that knows the actual job. It's not a chancer. So yeah, we did that, and they did a stellar job. And then we agreed on the painting of the house. The painting of the house, they charged us 17,000. So guys, imagine 17,000, and I'm talking about painting, because we chose off-white, the color of the house, mixed with charcoal, which is the same color as the roof. So I'm talking about the butlers of all the windows, the palisades at the front gate, the gate on its own, the butler of our carport, like everything, guys. Like everything that needed charcoal. And also we decided to break the off-white with the charcoal at the bottom, because there are bricks at the bottom that were not plastered. And the reason we also did that was that he advised that when you water the garden, at least then keep the bricks as they are, because with plastering, eventually it wears out, and you have to then plaster over and over again. So with this one, just we will paint the bricks as they are. When you think because you watch a lot of videos on Instagram, on Facebook, on social media platforms, and you think that on YouTube, and you think that what needs to be done, because they're like, no, for the bricks you need to spray paint instead of using the actual brush. And it's like, no, we'll use an actual brush and it will come out properly like we used a spray paint, because he did not recommend spray painting. I was like, spray painting gives you a very thin coat, so therefore it looks neat. However, it's a very thin coat, unlike with a brush when you need to apply it over and over again. So with spray painting, it comes out eventually because of the thin coat that it applies. So they used an actual brush to paint the bricks at the bottom, and the finished product, super. So in total, guys, for this guy, we spent how much? 18,500 plus 17,000. How much is that? I get realize, one thing about me and maths, we are not friends. So I'm gonna calculate so that I give you the proper amount. 18,500 plus 17,000. That was 35,500 rands, guys. And this guy, the contractor that I love so much, charged us 66,400 rands. So in a nutshell, get your codes, do your research, be patient, do your maths, and yeah, like this one got showed up, I'm telling you. So they have to come back and paint the exterior wall, the outside wall of the yard, not the house. So that one we could not paint at that time because it was still wet, being plastered. So we had to wait for like 2 months. They advised us to wait for 2 months, and then we can do the painting. So they still have to come back. So guys, I really recommend this guy. Their name is Bianca. You can check them on Facebook. I don't think they are on Instagram, but check them on Facebook. And guys, I think what also annoyed me, ne? These guys, they are from Malawi. So the guy that I was talking to is a white guy from South Africa. So I think there's this thing that people from outside, they are cheap labors. You know, there's this thing in South Africa that they are cheap labors, but people take advantage, guys. It's not fair. Like for you to be, I know some people would say it's called business, and I know contractors work like that. But some contractors, like this contractor that I love so much, he's an engineer. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't send people to come and do the work for him. He's an engineer. He knows what he's doing. He would advise you properly, you know, and then he can send his people. And I'm assuming that the people that they work with, it's people that they have vetted and they know them, they are reliable and whatnot. But with this one, guys, it is just as simple as me, Matie, knowing nothing about painting or building. And I just get someone that knows the job and I give you codes and then I charge you. Like it's not fair. And if you're doing that, if you're saying it's business, at least treat them right. Give them what's due to them because they've done the work. You know, it's only fair. They've done the work. So yeah. But anyway, I'm happy. I'm happy with Bianca. Yeah, so his name is Worsley, and then the company name is Bianca Waterproofing Roof Spray, and their number is 083 864 6955. 083 864 6955. And guys, they are punctual, they are always on time. They were always saying we'll be there at 7, and 7 they'll be here, and they work, they don't complain, they knock off at 5, 7 o'clock the following day they are here. Guys, like proper excellent black business. For me, I'm all for that. Like I'm all for that. So yeah, that is I will put their number on the description box below, and you guys can contact them. Those that were asking, you can contact them. Obviously the prices won't be the same, guys, because our houses are not the same. Defects that they'll find in your roof is not the same as my defects, because I know they had to do a bit of waterproofing before they applied the rubberizing thingy. So please don't go there and say, but you charged Matthew this amount. Remember, our houses are not the same, our needs are not the same, the colors that you're going to choose are not the same as my color, and the brand of the paint that you want won't be the same. So please, let's pay where we need to pay. And then curtains. Curtains, guys, I also found them on Instagram, and I saw, I'm not going to mention the name, but you know, these famous curtain companies, and they came, nice guy, you know, he was a white guy that came over with another guy, nice guy. We chatted a lot. He's Christian. We were talking about the Bible and what was happening, and they took the measurements, and the next day they sent me the quotation. So their job was also excellent, and they are quick to respond, you know. So but the quotation, 100,000. Yona, 100,000. Well, over 50, but so the quotation was 63,097.76. So that was the quotation. And then husband and I were like, no, we are not doing that. Let's look for another quotation. And then I found the quotation of STB Interiors. I call them, they are also on Instagram, they are on TikTok. I don't know about Facebook, but I think they are on Facebook. So I called them, and well, we chatted on WhatsApp, and then the guy said he will come and do the measurements. I'm so hot and I can't open the windows because it's so windy outside, hence this door is banging. Yeah, so and then paid the call out fee the first time, and then he said that one, if we take them, then they return or they minus the call out fee from the amount that they'll charge us. And then we agreed. But if I remember correctly, I didn't even, get it back. But I'm not complaining. Then the reason is that I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Let me not jump the gun. So anyway, they came and they came with the material. We chose the material. So I chose a sheer for the outside and then a block out for the inside, the gray block out, and it's not a total block out. It's a block out, but it's not a total block out. You can still see the light outside, but not completely. I chose the pulley, a pull method where you pull the ropes and you open the inside. They charged us for bedroom 1 and bedroom 2. It was 8,500 each. Ne? And then the lounge and the dining area, it was 17,600 rands, and that was for the pulley. Ne? If you choose to open them manually with your hands without the pull, then they minus 1,000 rands from the actual amount. And then our main bedroom, it's charged 10,100 rands. Again, it's because of the meters, the centimeters, the size of your window. And typically old houses have big windows, so hence the price. I'm sure if your house doesn't have big window, it will be lesser. But in total, out of all of that, in total the amount, it's 44,700 rands. The one that I spoke about before, that's 63,000. This one, it's 44. So guys, I don't need to say much. The difference says it all. And also I loved that it's a black business. It's a small black business. The guy was very professional when he came. He was on time. Very professional, very, very professional. And their work was very neat. It was very neat. They even cleaned after themselves. He came with 3 guys that did 2 more guys that did the curtains with him. So for me, and even with the curtain in the bedroom, he actually were like, no, we don't want to do the pool because it's a lot of money. And he was like, no, I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can do it for you for free. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even complaining about the call out fee, because he actually added a pool in the bedroom, and I didn't want a pool because we could not afford it then. So the only curtains that are left currently, it's the first bedroom, because we did the second bedroom because we were expecting my mom to come, so we wanted to get that properly catered for. And then we also did the dining and the lounge, because obviously that is where people get in, or that is the first room that people see when they enter the house. So we wanted those to be neat. So it's only the 2 bedroom, another guest bedroom, and our bedroom that are not done, that we still need to do, of which is not really a priority. But I think we might have to do the other bedroom sooner than expected, more than our bedroom, but we will see. But in a nutshell, guys, I highly, highly recommend him. His name is David, and it's STB Interiors on Instagram, and I'm assuming even on Facebook. Their job is stellar. Black business, excellent work. For me, guys, I love black businesses that provide excellent work. For me, because we have this thing that we need to support black businesses, and we don't owe black businesses any support, by the way. But for me, if you are doing an excellent job, you are punctual, you are professional. My sister, okay, my sister, I'm sorry, I'm late. No, you treat me like a customer, like you would treat a white person, because us black people, we have this thing of treating white people better than you treat your fellow black person. So for me, if you are like that, you're a black company, I but now I honor you, I respect you, I will pay you what's due to you. You will not even struggle with me. So David was like that with his company, and one of the pool system in the dining area, the sitting area actually came off because it I think as you pull it became a bit hard to pull, and then as I was trying to pull using all my energy, it came off. And I told him, and he said I'll come today and fix it, and he did that, guys. He came the same day. I sent him a message in the morning. He's like, I'll come in the afternoon and I'll fix. He came, he fixed. He also checked the other curtains to make sure that they are on like the system is properly working. They are soft enough. They are not hard. Spray that they use to make sure that it's a well-oiled machine. So he came and he did that for free. And I asked him, so if it does this again, what must happen? He's like, it's my job. I will come and fix it. And you have a warranty of 2 years. So if they give you problems, call me. I'll come and fix it. So for me, that is 10 stars, guys. 10 stars, because wow, like, wow, why not? Why not use companies like that? Not people that when their product is giving you problems, they'll be like, no, my sister, but it was working for months and now you are the one that ruined it. So why must I come? He did not complain at all. He came with his petrol. I did not pay him call out fee. So guys, I really, really recommend STB Interiors. Please check them out on Instagram, check them out on Facebook. They are worth your money. Worth your money. I know someone say, who, but those curtains are expensive. For me, they're expensive, but they are worth it. And it's quality, so I'm not complaining. And like I said, we are pacing ourselves. So every project that we do, like I said, right now we only did the 2 rooms, the 3 rooms, and 2 rooms are remaining. And I'm not complaining. We have to save up and do those 2 rooms together with the same supplier, So yeah, man, that's all for me. Let me know if you're going to use the suppliers, and if you do use them, come back and give us feedback. But as for me, I recommend them, and go ahead and use them if you are looking to get your curtains installed, or you want to paint or renew your painting in your house. Go ahead and use Bianca waterproofing for painting, roofing, and as well as STB Interiors for your curtain installment. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one. Ciao. Bye.